Hey Regina, I saw that we have an appointment setting on the 5th, I think it is, at in the morning. I cannot make that. I'm going to be in a training up in Orlando all day that day. What I did want to do is give you an idea of where things are, with your house, and so you have obviously a nice house, nice location, lots of good things about it. Couple drawbacks that you've got is, unfortunately, your tastes, while very nice and presented in the house, is too cluttered for people coming in to really see the space and how to use it. So a lot of the stuff in your house would have to go out to be able to really get it sold. The other downside for you is that you don't have a pool. And if you look at the houses that are on the market, which we'll just take a quick look here from, let's do a list. So this is everything around you, for instance, that is active and the one that is closed. So this one that sold at 1.1, it had a pool. You don't have a pool. All of these have a pool. So everybody you're competing against has a pool, and you're competing against from the standpoint of size, price, the number of beds and baths. So now here's the other thing to know: your lot, for instance. So right here is 47,000. So basically an acre. Well, this lot is almost three times that, and that one's double. That one's like four or five times that. That's like six times that, and that's double. So everybody you're competing against has a yard twice or larger than yours is, and they're all on the water, just like yours. And you can see where the prices are for those. Now, at 1.1, the fact that you have some of these things going against you, a smaller yard, no pool, this pricing. Now, you look at this 1.6, for instance. Let's just take a quick look at this house, for instance. Um, it has a pool. The house is not nearly as nice as yours from the standpoint of the house. The yard is certainly the big attractor, and there's people that like a two-story house, and they would gravitate to this simply because of that. But the fact that they're looking for 1.6 helps you because you got a better looking house and you don't have a pool, but that's okay. That's gonna work for you. Let's take something like this at 2.7. Now, I think this had five times. So this is in the Polo Club, of course. So you can see it's got a riding paddock and all that. So, you're half of that. So, kind of makes sense on that standpoint. Here's the one that closed. Now, this house closed. Now, this house is like yours as far as design of the house. So it has a nice pool, has a big, has a garage like yours because you had the smaller garage you were using as extra office or art room. It's a little more open than yours is, and it sold at 1.1. Now, the biggest difference is it had a pool, you don't. So this might drive your price down a little bit, probably to about 900 to do that. But that'll give you an idea of where you are. Now, I see obviously you're active at 1.1, and ironically, I don't know if you remember this, but in your history, you had it listed with me actually back here in no, not here's you are. I'm sorry, you had it listed with me for 1.6 back in 2023, which was a little bit high at that point. And I think we actually got an offer in the 1.1 range, and and now here you are at the 1.1 wishing to have it, of course. So, any case, I think that quite honestly, 9.5, 9 point, 9.8, 980,000 is probably going to get you showings and get you something under contract. I know you've been 27 days. These have been all long days. Well, I say these. The list is cumulative days 400, 180, 118. You can see all these 77. So this house here, even at 1.18, was on the market for 70, 77. days. Let's see what their, I want to look, I didn't look at their history for a second. So it got closed. Where'd they start at? They started at 1.2, and then they slowly dropped it and finally got to 1.8, and they were probably at the 1.9, for instance, when they accepted a 1.8. So you can see that's what is that, 100, a little over $100,000. So if you took yours and you said, okay, I got to drop 100 grand off of this, that puts you, like I said, 9.8 is where you should be. All right, I hope this helps you. Maybe you can get this thing sold. You know, hope you have an awesome day.